Could Goku beat Naruto Uzumaki in a straight martial arts competition? Let's talk about it. Now, before we get started, I would just like to introduce myself. My name is Northstar, and I cover anime, gaming, and comic related material. If this type of content interests you, consider subscribing for more. Now, this idea originally came from TikTok. I saw a post floating around where Goku basically running a gauntlet. If you don't know what a gauntlet is, I'll put it on the screen for you right now. Basically, the question being posed in this post is, can Goku beat these 5 characters with just his martial arts skill alone, no physical advantages on either side? Now, I honestly believe a lot of you will say yes, Goku can 100% without a doubt clear this gauntlet. And to a certain extent, I would agree with you. I mean, even my initial reaction to seeing the question was, of course, he's been trained by gods, he's been trained by the best martial artists in the world, by people from other worlds. So, of course he has the experience. His entire life has been leading up to being the best there ever was, right? But after going back to some of Goku's most iconic fights, like Frieza, Piccolo, Raditz, Vegeta, etc., I came to a sudden realization. Goku hasn't really had to beat an opponent with pure martial arts since Dragon Ball. You see, even at the beginning of Dragon Ball Z, the main plot of the Saiyan saga was an impending threat coming to Earth and the Z fighters having to be stronger to deal with said threat, right? And while martial arts may have been a part of this journey of them getting stronger, the main focus was overall their ki. In the world of Dragon Ball, increasing your ki is done by training your body, training your mind, meditation, and overall pushing yourself to your limits so then you can surpass them and reach new limits. You see, this saga will go on to set the trend for every saga to follow suit, and it is Goku getting beat up, going to train, reaching a new transformation, a new technique, and using that said technique or transformation to then best his opponent. The trend is pretty apparent. Kaioken, Super Saiyan, and the 20 other transformations Goku has. I'm not exaggerating, by the way. He actually does have 22 transformations / techniques. And it's this trend of constant power-ups which makes me believe that he may lose this gauntlet. You see, ever since this trend has become, a trend, the focus on martial arts and skill-based fighting overall has been on a decline. While we are told these fighters are very skilled, we don't actually see it all too often. The focus of Dragon Ball Z has become who has the better technique, who shoots the biggest beam, who punches the hardest. That brings me to the 2 contestants who I believe stand the best chance in the gauntlet of beating him, Naruto and Sasuke. You see, unlike Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super, in Naruto and Naruto Shippuden, we are constantly shown how much skill matters in this universe. Take this fight between Naruto and Sasuke, for example. Every action taken between these 2 fighters in this battle has clear intent behind it and leads up to something. From Sasuke using Naruto's hand to summon his fireball jutsu, to him throwing a kunai to prevent Naruto from summoning his shadow clones, and then following up with extreme pressure to keep him from summoning once again. When Naruto finally does find the opening to summon, he tosses his clones as a clear distraction and then makes his way up to Sasuke. You see every move in their arsenal being used with precision and with clear intent behind it. Now, of course, you can argue, this show just has better fight choreography than Dragon Ball Z, which is correct. However, I do think this universe values skill over power in the long run, and I'll show you why. Let's take a look at the fight between Naruto and Sasuke versus Momoshiki. In this fight, the 2 of them are clearly outmatched in power alone, but together, they stand a chance. As you can see, unlike Dragon Ball, the focus of the fight isn't their overall power, it's their coordination and teamwork and skill. And that's what's so great about this fight. It's not just 2 forces throwing their immense power at one another. Watch this exchange. Naruto and Sasuke continue to apply pressure to their stronger opponent. Momoshiki knocks Sasuke back, and Naruto steps forward to take all of the attention, directing all of the aggression onto himself. Meanwhile, Momoshiki has not noticed that Sasuke has thrown his blade and teleported behind him, waiting for an opening to strike. This constant pressure is building up immense frustration in Momoshiki, which we are able to tell on his facial expressions and how aggressive he is moving and attacking against them, but they do not let up. They continue to pressure him and continue to keep him at bay, no matter what. I could go on for the duration of this clip and continue to analyze this fight and tell you why these two are showing so much amazing skill here, but I'm pretty sure you guys get the gist, and I'm pretty sure you've already seen it. Now, this isn't to say that power doesn't matter at all in Naruto and it's all about skill. I'm just saying that the weight of it here matters way more than it does in Dragon Ball Z. And this is why I believe that Naruto and Sasuke, in fact, have the skill to beat Goku. I mean, think about it. How does any martial artist gauge their skill and their strength in their martial art? By the skill of their opponent, by how strong their opponent is in that martial art and how experienced they are. The more impressive the opponent, the more impressive you look when you beat them. Goku has beat some very impressive opponents, there's no discounting that at all, but these are usually done when he has reached a power level above them and is able to bully them with his power and ki over his skill, wit, and experience. In Dragon Ball, his skill and experience plays second fiddle to his power, while as in Naruto, their skill and experience and wit is put at the forefront over their power majority of the time. Now to answer the question of who wins in a martial arts only fight, Goku or Naruto? Obviously the fight could go either way because all of this is subjective to anyone's opinion, but I believe that Naruto would come out on top, simply because we've seen more display of his skill over Goku's. Yes, we hear a lot about how Goku's super skilled, we see him train with multiple people, but we don't actually get to see that skill put to use against stronger opponents and have it be a key factor in why he won that fight majority of the time. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video and enjoyed the discussion as much as I did. If you want to see more content like this, please consider hitting that subscribe button, and if you have any suggestions for future videos, leave them in the comments below, or if you just want to talk, hit me up in the comments below and I'll reply. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.